Now, today is October 15th, 2013. Decided to shoot some video of my house and my place here in Fremont, Texas. Walking onto the property right now from the driveway. Got kind of a circle driveway here. That one goes over towards the house. And then this part goes on around towards my shop. And it also turns left up there and connects to a different street. We actually have two different street entrances onto our property here. Got about 12 acres here. It's mostly wooded, I'd say. Got a little pond over here. It's seasonal. It's got water in it right now though. It's a little low, but there's water in it. Big ass old oak tree right there. This tree fell a couple months ago, I guess it was. We had a dry spell this summer and the ground got real dry, and we had a little windstorm one night and knocked it over. It's still living though. I'm not gonna cut it up unless it dies. You can see there's a gate way over there that's on the property line where the other entrance is. Here's my shop. There's a shot of the house over there and the front yard. There's the main entrance over there in the distance. There's Kevin. He's following. He wants to know what I'm doing. Kitty, kitty. Here. Kitty, kitty. Okay. There's the other street. Here's Rachel's little grow box garden. We had okra, beans, tomatoes, and squash in here this summer. A lot of it. Let's say the property line is in the woods. Probably another 200 feet or so back that way through those woods. There's some of my junk behind the shop. I got some trailers there. I'm in the process of putting a small apartment in the garage. I have a lift station here for the toilet. It pumps way over there. There's an old septic tank over there in the woods. I'm gonna go in the shop here. There's my truck, and got all kind of junk in here. There's my tea bucket that I'm building. I can't wait to get that thing on the road. That's my Pontiac over there, and there's another engine on a stand. This is the engine that's going in my tea bucket. It's a 350 Oldsmobile. There's An old inline six that came out of my Pontiac. Here's my lift. There's my mower. We couldn't live here without that mower. There's my little gas saver. Got Maggie's trampoline and our swimming pool over there. Walk out back now into the back pasture. The property is pretty much square. That's the back of the house. That green grass there is where my septic tank leaches. It works pretty good. There's my weather station. Most of the time it just tells us how much rain we're not getting. This back pasture field was basically overgrown when I moved here about 5 years ago. I worked pretty hard getting it cleaned up and looking like it does now over the last several years. A lot of hours have been spent back here, let me tell you. I got a little shed over there. That shed used to be up by the house. Years ago when I moved here, I moved it back here. It's just full of junk now, car parts mostly. Got my little water trough here. We got water back here. There's another shed up there behind that group of trees. And there's a big block of woods here. It's on our property. I don't know if you can see, there's a trail here that goes through the woods. And it comes out way back there in that back corner. Our back property line is way back there. There's a fence line. There's my other shed that I've got. I built that back here in 2009, I believe it was 2009. We'll walk through this trail back here. There's another part of the trail right there. It connects midways down in there. I don't know if you can see the fence line there or not. Yeah. The back corner of the property is way back in there. Just beyond that clearing, there's a fence corner in the woods there. Turn around and look this way, back up towards the garage so you can see how far we've come. There's Alex and Sadie. There's the fence line again, and there's the back end of our water tap. Going in the woods now. This trail is heavily traveled by all kinds of critters. We got deer and wild hogs and raccoons and armadillos and possums. Occasionally the neighbors' cattle get over here and they roam through these woods. We also got some cougars. The other end of the property corner is deep in those woods there, probably another 150 feet or so in that direction. This trail continues up towards the house. There's where it connects back to that pasture I just showed you. We just walked around it. There's Sadie. She's leading the way here. I just had to come down in here the other day and cut up some trees that had fallen. Ooh. Big old snake right there. I don't know what he's doing. He's hoping I'm not gonna mess with him. I don't know what kind of snake that is. I'm not gonna mess with him though. Kevin comes down here and finds that he'll be a dead snake. Sadie's my tour guide. She goes everywhere I go. There's my game camera I got set up here. We're on camera as we speak. I'll take you around this little corner here. Show you the back fence line here. Here's the back fence line. There's another trail that goes that way. It's a little overgrown. I need to go down through there and clean it up. And then this is looking back over towards the house through the woods. See the garage up there. We're coming back out of the woods. There's the house. We've lost a lot of trees in the last 3 or 4 years. We're coming out of a really bad drought here. I'd say just on my 12 acres here, we've probably lost over 100 trees in the last 3 or 4 years. We'll probably lose a few more before it's over with. This year we've had about 23 inches of rain so far this year, which really isn't very much, but it's, I think, about twice as much as we've had in the last few years. And then here we are looking back up at the house there. There's the back pasture again. We just made a big loop around through those woods. I think I'll go this way over towards the house. This is one of my favorite views of the property, is looking up this hill towards the back of the house through these woods. I got a crepe myrtle in big bloom there. October's the best month out of the year here. It's beautiful here today. It's kind of cloudy. Sun poking through every once in a while, and it's about 82 degrees or so. There's Rachel's bird feeder. It's a pretty busy place most of the time. And this is Rachel's butterfly garden here. It doesn't look like much, but it sure does bring in the butterflies. Here's her beloved fennel plant. I think it's loaded with baby caterpillars right now. I don't know if you can see that guy right there, but that's one. Got some pumpkins growing here. They're not doing too good. And over there at the edge of that yard is that same fence line we just looked at down in the woods. Running that way up to the driveway, and then those woods right there beyond the yard are also on the front corner of the property. We got a window unit in the living room. I hate it, but sometimes during the summer we can't get by without it. The main house air conditioner can't quite keep up. We got to have that one to help out. Yeah, that's enough for now.